What's up, guys? It's me, Justin GT Player Productions Amoy, in that order, not in that order, if you want it to be in that order. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about microphones. Microphones are the things that you use to capture your audio, your vocals, or your instruments, even though your vocals is technically an instrument at the same time. There's two main types of microphones when it comes to vocals. There are other types of microphones, however, but I don't have them. I have a dynamic microphone, and a condenser microphone. What's the difference? They both capture the same audio that they both capture. Yes, that's true, but there's a difference between the two. The condenser microphone, it's a powerful microphone. It captures a good spectrum compared to this. This microphone doesn't capture enough, like of the high end and stuff like that, but it does do its job. These are mainly microphones when it comes to, I say, performance, or if you're into rock, stuff like that, because these microphones are cheap, but they're real, good in that field. It has an on and off switch. These, however, they don't run too cheap. But these are the ones that you would use for your studio, for recording vocals and, on a high end, if you need high side vocals. They both record, and you could technically record both of them on there. Heck, you see these a lot in like Eminem's movie and, rap battles, whatever. They got the mic. These are more performance wise. Okay, so. Woo, I'm gonna scare you, I'm gonna drop it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that, because I did drop this one. Either way, they still both work. Okay, so, a studio condenser. This one has power on it, meaning that it takes power to use it. This is known as phantom power. Basically, you need energy for this microphone to actually work. This one, its pickup is basically dependent on energy, where the other one is not too depending on energy. For condenser microphones, they have a capsule device. Basically, the capture pickup is a circle, where dynamic microphones are like this. There. Whatever mic you want to use is up to you. There's, like I said, there's a lot of microphones. There's a dynamic, there's the condenser microphone, there's microphones for capturing video audio in a stereo way. There's cell phones you can use to record. They got microphones in it. That's how you talk to people, and so on. There's also other types of microphones which I do not have, which are for their own perspective of use, such as pencil microphone ribbons. There's another one called a shotgun microphone, which is mainly for video. This one right here wasn't really, it's an alternative because, it's cheaper. It's like mainly podcasts and stuff like that. But Justin, GT Player Productions, Amoy, why do I have so many different types of microphones? Why can't I just use one to, record everything? The reason why we have different microphones is because they all have a different type of pickup, as well as frequency response. Some microphones tend to pick up more on a mid side. Some like to pick up on a higher end. Some doesn't even pick up some certain ranges. Like, say, this one, for an example. This one goes from 20 hertz, which is low bass, all the way to 18 kilohertz, which is 18,000 hertz. Basically, that's the high side. But it rolls off after that. Why not just keep it the normal spectrum range, which, like this microphone, is 20 to 20K, 20,000 hertz. Price range, necessity needs, quality, it all depends on your taste. Same as this microphone. This one goes from 20 hertz to 16 kilohertz and then rolls off. Rolls off is basically, it goes down. It still captures it, but it's just lower. A lot of vocalists use this. But this also is significant for its instrumental uses. Oh, what is this thing? What is this little metal frame? I don't understand. Is it just to jump and bounce on? No. This is not just something to just put it in just so you can wiggle it all you want. Or jump on it or slap it if you feel like. This is called a shock mount. This is called a shock mount. It's something that you put onto your microphones to reduce the shaking. That way, if you are typing on a computer and your microphone's there and you're trying to talk and type at the same time, it won't capture all the typing buttons as much. Also, when you're recording in the studio and you have the mic here and you're talking, yo, what up? I get $1. You want $1? No, screw you. And let's say you accidentally hit the mic or you hit the microphone stand. This will be like, nope, I'm not gonna make any doo-doo-doo sounds. I'm just gonna, do a little wiggle and stay. Reduces shock resistant. Basically, get it if you want to be good, just to be safe. I highly recommend getting a shock mount. And not only that, but a big lollipop. Make sure you get a lollipop, okay? They're tasty and they're delicious. Okay, being real with you, this is called a pop filter. It's also known as a windshield, a screen shield, a screen filter, a pop screen, any other mixtures. Did you see what that did? This is basically your hater blocker. This saves your microphone from spit or any wind going into the microphone. That's why it's called pop filter, windscreen filter, stuff like that. If I blow into this, you won't hear the little wind noise, but if I do blow into this one, I don't know if I got it in the microphone because I don't even know. Oh, even the camera has a microphone. That's the microphone I'm using. It's beautiful, ain't it? But yes, you did hear that sound. This helps resist it. Some microphones have the pop filter built in. I'll still get a pop filter just to be safe. Also, there's microphones that come with their own one. This one says blue on it, even though it's silver. Lying pricks. Notice it's screwed in. See, you can actually take it out and put it in, and but they come with their own. Even though you still want to have your own pop filter. You need the microphone to stand on something. You don't want to just put it on the floor and just crawl up on the floor like, army style and just be like, yo, what up? I'm in the booth. I'm about to hit spit, do what it do. No, you need something to stand the microphone so it can be on your level. This is where the microphone stand comes in. There's two types of stands. Technically, there's two types of stands I have. There's a lot more, but I don't have it, of course. This one right here is a desktop microphone stand. If you do use it for narration or podcast or whatever, like no music-wise thing. I mean, you can still use music if you want, but I recommend getting another microphone stand for this. But this one is used mainly on the desktop. Okay, you can use it on the. Just put it there, talk. When you sit down, it's on your level. That's one. And then we have the other one, the actual microphone stand that people use. This one has 3 legs rather than a big disc because this one could be flexible to use in any degree or situation. See that? I can put it exactly upside down, this and that. It's what is it called again? A triangle, something. This is the one that you would use for your recording in studios. Why, you may ask? Because it could go onto your level, so you could actually capture it in the best way possible, rather than sitting down and cutting your stomach in half, your lungs, and you won't be able to breathe. I forgot to mention this, but microphones need a way to connect to the computer. I already went over this, so I don't know why I'm doing this again. This is called XLR. It's a 3-prong cable, and there's two sides to it. This one's a female, and this one's a male side. You need your microphone cable to connect to an interface to connect into your computer. I showed this off a lot of times, so I guess you guys know. This is an audio interface, and as you can see here, you have a port to put the XLR input. You can also put a 1.4 jack, that's why it's big. Last but not least, you need to connect it to the computer. This one has a USB input and also has RCA and 1.4 jacks to put into your speakers, whether it be passive or active. You don't have to worry about that. And there's MIDIs if you tend to use it for MIDI device and whatnots. Last but not least, if you do not have an audio interface and you do need to connect your microphone, if your microphone, where is it, has USB, and you could plug it directly into the computer without needing an audio interface. So there you have it. Microphones, they do different jobs, and you really need to just test it out yourself to see which one you like. Doesn't mean you have to stick with one microphone. Go test it out, see which one you like, you know. Yeah.